Hi, this unit is going to be on atoms. This is unit 2. We've just completed unit 1. Under unit 2, we're going to look at atomic structure and also going to look at the periodic table as well as periodic trends. So for this unit is divided into different lessons. So for the first lesson in this unit, we're going to talk about atoms. So you're going to click on this. You're going to start here, atoms, start here. So when you click on atoms, start here, it's going to show you the video that you're watching right now. And this video is to help you understand what the expectations are, what you're supposed to do or what you're supposed to complete in this lesson. Once you're done with this, you click on next. That should take you to the next activity, which is going to be unit 1 reflection. I want you to complete this reflection form, about 3 sections. Click next to go on to the next section. And once you're done with this unit 1 reflection, I want you to reflect on your performance in unit 1 and if there's any way that you can or whatever you can do to improve on what you did in the previous unit, and also on how I could help you out. Now once you're done with that unit 1 reflection, you click on next. That will take you to a pre-assessment. So this is like a practice test on atomic structure. I'm not going to use this for a grade. It's to help you practice to see what you already know in terms of atomic structure. So do it to the best of your ability, and once you're done with it, click on return to go back to the beginning of the lesson, and then where you have to click on introduction to atoms. After taking the pre-assessment on atomic structure, click on introduction to atoms. So this will give you the lesson objective for this particular lesson, which is for you to be able to identify the subatomic particles that are associated with an atom, including their charges and the role they play in the mass of an element. So the essential question you should be able to answer at the end of this lesson is, what are the characteristics of subatomic particles? You should be able to explain the different features or different characteristics of the different subatomic particles. And then a part of this activity also includes the vocabulary, some couple of terms that you have to know. So use these dialogue cards to go through the different vocabulary. Click on turn to give you the definition of that term, atom. It says atom is the smallest particle of an element. You click on next to move on to the next vocabulary in the list, about 9 of them that you have to go through. And then once you're done with that, click on next to move to the next activity here, which is simply this meme, which is an electron and a proton were arrested. There was no charge. So hopefully you already know the answer or why that is true, or at the end of the lesson you should be able to make sense out of this meme. Alright, so click on next. When you click on next, you will have information on the atoms. So here I will want you to take as much detailed notes as you can. I believe that you have a composition notebook for this class. So as you go through these different slides, about 9 or 10 of them, write down some notes that will help you along in the lesson. You're going to need it later on. So once you're done with that, click on next to move to the next information, which is a simulation, build an atom simulation. So you're going to use this simulation to complete the activity or the worksheet that will be at the bottom of this simulation. So once you're done with that, you click on next to complete the discussion question, which is pick one subatomic particle and tell me what happens if more or less of that subatomic particle is added or removed from an atom. So you explain as much details as you can based on your understanding of the atomic structure, especially based on the notes that you took and also on the simulation activity that you completed prior to this screen. Now, once you're done with this, click on next to move to the next one, which is check for understanding or elaborate. Sorry, just elaborate. It's simply a video about the atomic bomb. So you watch that. That's about less than 2 or 3 minutes. And once you're done watching that, click on next to move on to the check for understanding. Here you're going to drag and drop the different subatomic particles under the respective columns based on their characteristics. So you're going to drag and drop, and then once you're done, click on check to see if you were right. If not, just try it again. Now once you're done with that, click on next to complete this misconceptions activity. There are some misconceptions that normally arise based on the understanding of the atomic structure. So once you're done with this activity, you click on next to move on to the last activity, which is going to be graded. So this is going to be for a grade. So you're going to click on the periodic table, and then you're going to use the information in the periodic table to complete the activities that comes or that is present under this. So you click on the periodic table, it's going to open it in different window, and then use that information to complete this part of it as well as this second section. Okay, so once you're done with it, click on check, and this will go into the grade book as your second grade for this lesson. Remember, the first grade you're going to have in this lesson is the reflection you did at the beginning, and then this is going to be the second grade that you're going to have in this lesson. So 2 grades in all. Alright, that's all I have for you for this lesson. Once you're done, if you have any question, please let me know or sign into the synchronous session so that we can fully explain or answer whatever questions you may have. Thank you and good luck.